I firmly believe in the concept of species-specific diet. I think that every species eats a specific diet, but not every creature within that species eats the same food. I mean, we see that bears, who tend to be omnivorous in their design, some bears eat more berries, some bears eat more fish. It depends on what's available to them and what they have access to. We know, for instance, that there's a creature called the sloth, a cute little guy, and he spends his time in trees, and the average sloth eats about 45 different vegetables. But sloth in general eat over 90 different vegetables, but only any one of them. They only like about 45 of the 90, and that works for the sloth. Within human beings, I mean, we're looking at tens of thousands of fruits and vegetables to choose from between all the different varieties of each, and between all the different foods, the hundreds and hundreds of types of fruits and the hundreds again types of vegetables that are available. You may like certain ones and not like other ones, but fruits and vegetables is what our anatomy calls for. Fruits and vegetables is what our physiology demands. Fruits and vegetables are the health foods, universally recognized as health foods. Those are the ones that our body responds best to. And so yes, I fully believe that we're designed to eat fruits and vegetables. Might we eat a few seeds or nuts here and there if you found them falling off the tree at the right time of year? Yes, you might. But might you eat a bug, or might you eat some other things? Yes, you might. You might try anything to find out if it's food. You might find that trying the bark off trees or something. But for the most part, what suits our anatomical design, our physiologic makeup, is fruits and vegetables, and that is our species-specific diet. People who live in the far north or the far south, or any climate that isn't conducive to walking around naked all the time, have special issues, no doubt. I mean, we have to heat our homes. We have to put on clothing in order to maintain body temperature. In other words, we are tropical creatures, but sometimes we have to create our own tropics. We use clothing and bedding and heat in order to make the tropical environment out of something that otherwise wasn't. And this is a slight compromise in the conditions that we're supplying for ourselves, because obviously a naturally tropical environment is going to be better suited to us than one that we try to create indoors, drying out the air perhaps, or whatever it is in order to heat the air, or getting inside the bedding and closing the windows, and we lose out on the fresh air. So it's a bit of a compromise at that point. I think people who live in such conditions definitely have an incumbent responsibility to take even better care of themselves in terms of their food than people who live in idealistic climates or idyllic climates. But if you had a goldfish and you moved from San Diego to Vancouver, you wouldn't change the goldfish food. If you moved with your German Shepherd dog from Montreal down to Mexico City, you wouldn't start feeding the dog different food. It's still, the goldfish eats goldfish food, the dog eats dog food, and we're still designed for fruits and vegetables no matter where we move.